Yo, peace and blessings, everybody. Me and one of my little female friend who was having a conversation the other day about interracial relationships. You know, like basically why, she thought and I thought blacks particularly gravitate to other races. And I had shared a perspective with her that she said she found pretty unique because she had never looked at it from that perspective, but it made a lot of sense. And so I just thought, like, I believe I've spoken on it before, but I kind of want to just put it right back out. Maybe I can express it a little bit better this time. Hopefully it's short enough time as possible that this recording doesn't stop. But anyway, I believe that, and it's a lot, man. Really, this is like a volume type of, a multi-volume type of topic, because there's so much that plays a part in why this is what it is. And I would say more so with black men than it is black women, because you probably have more black men that go outside of the black race for love than you find black women. And so I believe, though, that, I mean, definitely it's a systematic thing. The system, you can never exclude the system, because the system has a lot to do with creating a certain environment, a certain kind of culture. And so that plays a big part. It goes way back, you know what I'm saying? It may even start before we got here, but I definitely know for a fact it has a lot to do with chattel slavery. And so one of the things is that we have been put in a system where it has been designed since we touched ground over here in slavery to destroy the black man, to destroy him physically, to destroy him mentally, to destroy him spiritually. And still to this day, it is doing the same thing. It's just they're using different methods. So actually, I would say a multiple amount of methods, from killing him to imprisoning him to feminizing him now. So it started very early, and unintentionally, our black women are playing a role in it. Unintentionally, though. It's not her intentions, but again, like one of her designs back in slavery was to protect her child naturally. That's her nature. And in doing so, she began to condition her child to have a certain temperament and a certain way of looking at things and responding to life that she felt would keep him out of opposition with the dangers of society. And still today, if everything is happening. But again, it's not solely by her own making. It's a whole bunch of things that plays a part. But real quick, I just want to lay out really 2 points real fast, if I can. Bear with me. But one is that with men, I'm a man, and with men, we need one of our natures is to provide and protect. You cannot protect something you cannot control. You cannot maintain something that you can't control, nor can you provide adequately for something that may want more than what you have means for. And so all those little pieces right there plays a part, goes into what I'm about to say. And so again, we're talking about what the system has created, out of basically what the system has made us into. And so with men, we need that thing there. That's a part of our nature. If you take that from us, then there's some deficiency there. There's some imbalance there. And like everything in creation, once you take something out of balance, it's going to seek balance elsewhere, or it's going to try to reestablish balance. And so one main piece is that because of how the system has been designed to destroy him, how she has a nature to protect her young one, she has lost way back then a certain level of confidence in him, in his ability to carry out his divine role, which is to maintain and provide for her, to protect her. And so by design of the system, it has caused her or forced her in some aspects to become male and female, somewhat to say. You know, she's a female by nature, but she has to adopt a masculine way of thinking and responding to this world to be able to provide and protect and maintain her as well as her offspring. And so once she does this for so long, and once she passes this thinking on to, you know, generations of other young girls, or her daughters and the daughters to the daughters and so on, especially if the male not being there is also a thing that perpetuates through this generation, then you have a compounded issue of that one idea or concept being passed on and very entrenched inside of the psyche and subconscious of her. So it like anything that we do, we can do wrong and believe it or not, we'll find a way to rationalize with it and justify it. So likewise, she justifies where she's at naturally, and it's logical in a sense to her, depending on what perspective you look at it from. You know, it's one thing to say I can explain why it happens, but it's another thing to say this is how it should be, though. You know, I explain to you why it happened, then I tell you, well, this is how it should be, right? So those are two different things. But anyway, because that society has forced her to become this particular, has forced her to come outside of herself, has forced her to act out a part of her nature which she wasn't created to be acting out. You know, she's supposed to be 100% comforter, nurturer, establisher of peace in the home. You know, she's supposed to be a source of peace. She's supposed to be the calm in the storm. You know what I'm saying? This is her nature. But again, society has forced the black woman out of her nature. And likewise, because the black male has been under attack for so long, and you know, it has made him aggressive. It has made him emotional in some aspects, because also he has lacked guidance and discipline from his father, behind the father not being there. And only a father can establish law, because men are more consistent when we say no. When we say no, when we say stop. You know, women are more nurturing, so they may say stop 100 times, and then the next other 100 times they might not say anything. So, but men are the only one who are more efficient with establishing law. So when it comes to establishing discipline in the child, the man has to be there, or there's a lack of discipline in him and her, in the little girl and the young boy, and both needed to be able to really adequately control their emotions under situations when their emotions are out of whack, when they get upset, or in situations where they need to apply all that they know, period. You know, knowledge is nothing if you can't apply it adequately. So that little piece there is a very significant and vital piece. And so because he has become the male, society has created and made the male so of what he is. He's aggressive. He's out of whack. He's, you know, what women call, he cry more than a woman, and he got bitch ways, and he just does all kind of things that isn't the ideally a man thing, you know. And so some women accept it, some women don't, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is that it is all by design of our system who makes these individuals like this as a result of what we lack in our homes and as a result of what's there. So he is aggressive, she is aggressive. These are two masculine mentalities that are out of control because they lack discipline. You have he aggressive, she aggressive. She's not so much of a comforter and nurturer no more because she's a provider and maintainer and protector, which that's what he's supposed to be. And in his divine nature, yeah, it calls out for him to be that and do that, but he's not disciplined enough to carry out his role and obligations in the most cases. And when he does do it, he doesn't do it to the level that she does it. So anyway, these are the things that have us at odds. But because of other race groups or ethnic groups or nationalities, the female has been allowed to carry out her role consistently her nature, act out her nature, her nurturing nature, her confident nature, and all that. She's been able to be the mother and the woman in the house, and you know, the nurturer and the comfort. She's been able to be that. And because she's been able to be that, she teaches that, she cultivates that, and it's been passed down from generation to generation. So when you have this aggressive male who meets this woman, who's able to calm him, who's able to nurture him and makes him feel, you know, adequate and all that, he gravitates to that naturally. And likewise for the woman, when she finds sometimes this man, if he's strong enough, but if he's nurturing enough for her, he also has patience. That's a masculine, attractive masculine quality that a man needs to have. He needs to have patience with his strength. So when she finds that, and you find that with a lot of other ethnic groups and racial groups with men, they have a lot of patience because they're not as aggressive and not as impatient and not as they don't lack that control like a lot of black males do. No matter how educated some of us are, get us in our emotions, we don't know how to function sometimes. Because you have to learn how to function inside of your emotions. Women do it all the time, some do it better than others. But definitely a man who cannot do it would be a lot more destructive. So anyway, I hope y'all grab those 2 points, man. I've been talking about 11 minutes or so, and I don't know how much recording time I have left. I don't want it to stop on me, but this is Mr. Shift Your Perspective, Enlightening Minds Enterprise, your Hassan and Chivas, man. And again, the topic was interracial relationships, and basically what makes it what it is, why men gravitate to other races, why women may do it also. And you know, just to add some perspective, it's not about a man not being strong enough. It's not about the man being weak. It's not about him looking for a weak woman or a weak vessel to control and all that. It's those pieces I just mentioned. You know, we've been taken out of our nature, man, by society and by the system, and we have to fight to get back in it. Peace and blessings.